Good morning, student. Wishing you all very good morning. So let us start the class. Attendance is still less. That's why I was doing some delay. One question, one help required from you to just address the last class. So what I handled last class? Python, correct? One class I handled Python, and I think MySQL is pending in this batch. Yes, I'm right.
Yes, sir.
So I will start today MySQL. Okay. We'll start today MySQL and then we'll come to Django. Python one class I taken, correct? Python one class taken. So now I will take one class Django. This MySQL and then we'll come to Django, because when we'll come to Django, project will start, database will start. So before that we require to cover the database. Fine. So let come guy. I'm sharing a screen. Yes, so let us start discussing about database. So what is database, guy? Before starting anything, I would like to know some idea about the database. Fine. I would like to know some idea about the database. So I'm going to mute everyone, getting some disturbance, and I'm going to start the class MySQL. So topic is database. So first we have to know database. What exactly database is, guy? Anyone? Anyone can tell me what exactly you understand by database? One line in chat will be enough to understand me. So what exactly database? Okay. So database, what you can say, where we store the data, where we store the data. Okay. A store no number of data, fine. So it is a very right way of storing the data. So if you will talk about the history of database, when computer came or before computer came, people used to keep all the information of the client in the diary, visitors information in the diary, employee information in the diary, what payment gone, that is in the diary or in the printed record. Later computer came, then Excel started, people started using Excel. In Excel also we have very right way to store the data, but that also cannot fulfill for long time. You see how the software evaluation is happening. So that was not fulfilling the data, because once data was growing, finding data, sorting data, viewing data, there also it was becoming very difficult. Then it came the database. So different database came, different company brought database. You know, Microsoft Word, Excel. So Microsoft brought with the Office, only with Microsoft Office there is a database. You may be aware or not aware, that is My Access or Access. Access is a database by Microsoft, but that is also like a file. It can move from one system to another system easily. Fine. Microsoft also brought one database, SQL Server. Microsoft also brought one database, SQL Server. And you may have heard one very famous company, that is Oracle. So Oracle was purely into the database. Oracle was purely into the database and its data. Share the screen, fine. So I haven't shared the screen till yet. Now I am going to share the screen. Oracle was totally into the database. Oracle was totally into database and it used to uh, provide different type of database, secure database. All the database operation used to happen on the command prompt. It was very fast. It has been designed on the based on the OOPS concept, indexing, many more features. Big ERP was there. Okay, even SAP was using, Microsoft was using, Microsoft application also used to connect with Oracle. Bank was using, and Oracle also brought some form. So based on the form, front end used to get design and back end used to be get in the Oracle. Fine. Now what we are going to cover. So for the web, there is a database MySQL. Okay. MySQL is a database which is open source and lightweight and which is designed for the website. Most of the company are using MySQL nowadays for the web development. Other kind of applications. So what are the other kind of application in the market? Many applications are designed which is offline, you can say, or it works on the intranet. It works on intranet. So this class is going to be very important, guy. Everyone should know some operation of the database, because database, without database you cannot create dynamic website, you cannot store information. Okay, and if you cannot make dynamic, you cannot keep much information in the website. To keep more and more information, we must require to design it dynamic. Fine. So I am going to cover more about MySQL. MySQL is a open source database. Fine. So here in the we have to understand in the database where we store the database. What exactly database? We require to look it, how it looks. Correct? How it looks. So in database we store the data in table. In database we store the data in table. All the data are going to be stored in table. Fine. So what is SQL exactly? MySQL is a company, you can say, which provide database. Oracle is a database by Oracle company. A SQL Server is a database by Microsoft company. But what exactly SQL is there? SQL, the full form of SQL is a structured query language. And you know, language means programming language. It's a kind of computer language. So programming language also we say computer language, language which talk, which speak with computer, what computer understand. Fine. So this SQL is also going to be a programming language. So who is going to understand this? General computer, no, database is going to understand, and SQL is a common word among all the database. SQL will be there in Oracle. SQL, many students are confused with SQL and MySQL. SQL is a common structured query language. How we query database? How we query database? We study inside SQL. So how we create database? How we view data from the database? How we delete data in the database? How we insert data? How we drop data? How we filter data? This all will be covered under SQL. Fine. These all is going to be covered under SQL. Fine. So data is going to be stored in the database in table. Table is one of the tuple also we say, or we say entity. Table is one of the entity of the database. Now we require to understand the structure of table. Table will be made of rows and column. So multiple row will be there. So what this multiple row is going to represent? So multiple attribute. Okay. Suppose we want to store data, a student database. I want to create a student database. So what are the information we are going to store of the student? So now some student ask me, sir, we can keep now all the information of one student in one column. Is it right, guy? Is it right to keep all the information of a student in one column? Someone? And why it is
No.
not right? No. So why it is not right? You cannot apply filter. So our filter is, suppose I want to make a database of complete Karnataka Engineering College, correct? I want to make a database of complete Karnataka engineering student, fine. So what are the information we require to filter later this information? Name is going to be, USN is going to be, mobile number is going to be, email is going to be, college name is going to be, branch is going to be, year is required, address, city is required, correct? Address is required. If we are keeping the data like this, if we are keeping the data like this, then easily we can find whenever we want, we can find uh, which city, Bangalore, how much a student is there, Davangere, how much a student is there, so Hubli, how much a student is there, any or particular college, this college, BMS IT, how much, how many there, MVIT, how many student is there. So like that guy, we can filter easily. Okay. You cannot imagine, but slowly you will imagine when you will start using the database, keeping huge data. Suppose just only this data be imagine of keeping the all the engineering student of Karnataka. So maybe 5 to 10 lakh will data will be there. So out of 10 lakh data later to find anyone, so we can find by name. Name 100,000 duplicacy will be there. Find USN number. USN number will be unique or maybe not unique sometime. Why? Because Bangalore University is there. Another university, VTU is there. So it may have some clash. Then year wise, fine. So data is going to be stored in the column and the row. So column will have one attribute, different attribute. In the row, different data is going to be fine. Now so many duplicacy. 100% was doing this data entry. Okay. Suppose 100% was doing this data entry. So what happened? What happened? Someone got the file, printed file, another file to enter, and they enter of the same college twice. Okay. So these things should be not there, not happen. For that, many kind of relationship and constraint be required to define. So this is the feature. In Excel sheet, we cannot do this. In Excel sheet, we cannot do this. Here we can do. So we create primary key. So what exactly primary key, guy? Anyone? What you mean by primary key? So I will have 30-second, 40-second gap to talk again. So what exactly is the primary key? Anyone? So someone is writing. I hope someone is writing. What exactly is the primary key? Okay. So primary key is a way of making some column, unique. Once you define some column primary key, you cannot keep the duplicate value. You cannot keep the duplicate value, one thing. Second thing, you cannot leave it blank. Second thing, major point. Indexing will be created on the table based on this field. And third point is this column can be referenced to other table. So in other table, if this column is going there, other column, if this column is getting referred in other table, then there it will be named as foreign key. Okay. So where is a good concept is there? Primary key, foreign key, and RDBMS. These three things you all require to understand, guys. Fine. So somebody replied me about the primary key, and primary key is uniqueness. Fine. So be required to keep data unique, guy. So I given you one example. Suppose some printed sheet has been distributed and 100% are entering the data. So they may result in the doing or paper from one point to another point went, and again people have started duplicating. So somebody is requesting a remote control. So what is the remote control? Remote control is not required. Fine. Just you connect with Zoom. If you have any question, then I can answer. Fine. Now, primary key, foreign key, normalization. So what is normalization? That is another point. RDBMS. So RDBMS and DBMS. DBMS stand for Database Management System. So how we manage data, that is a DBMS. So that's why Access is also there. Access is also there where we can manage the data. We can manage data in different tables, multiple table required to create, and so that data duplication should be less. So that data duplicacy should be less. In that process of splitting data into different database to reduce the data redundancy is known as normalization. It's a very good rule or very good concept called rule of normalization. If any of you may have a study, I consider database RDBMS is going to be must for all the student. I don't know why till it is not there, or maybe this may be in this semester. Fine, because first year, second year is more of the engineering, physics, chemistry, and other thing. Fine, so it may be not there. Now all the paper will come, and database is going to be one of the point for your career success. It will require you throughout your career. Fine, guy. So next, let's move. Table describe one thing only. Fine. So table V is going to be for some particular. So here we were, here only. Let move. SQL Server basic keyword are not case sensitive. In SQL, what syntax you write is not going to be case sensitive. Table and column name are stored as they are entered, and SQL Server can be either case sensitive, insensitive. Element are comma separated. Comment will be required in the SQL editor. We can write comment to make it more informative. Comment is always there to make it more informative. Program is designed like, sir, this is my program and I did, and it is for me. In software industry, this is not like that. Even you find so many code over the net, it means somebody is writing and it is for someone. So when someone come, he should understand this, what exactly this is written and why it is written. So those points we can keep as a comment. Fine. SQL statement are terminated by semicolon. Server does not require. SQL server does not require. So semicolon, some Oracle will require you semicolon. MySQL will require you semicolon. SQL Server will not require. So it varies from database to database. And one thing you note in mind, SQL is going to be for everyone. SQL is going to be for every, either Oracle, either SQL Server, either MySQL. And now something new database have come. So that also you are going to study very soon. NoSQL and MongoDB. These are the database getting popular. It means we don't have to study this one. This also we have to study, and latest also we have to. When you go in software industry, guy, you must have basic knowledge of everything. And in company, you are going to get the specialization depending on the company requirement. Fine. So I hope it is clear for everyone. All are understanding. So can anyone tell that you are not able to understand whatever I am talking about? If something is there, or what exactly you are not understanding, so I can clarify before going further. Anyone, guy, here? Fine. So let move. So many things is required to cover. So this thing I can do by directly on the database. Okay, so first I would like to show you. If I talk so many theory, you may not understand, you may get bored. So I can show you the practical thing only directly. Fine. But here also this is a very good, and it's so many thing has been covered here. I may be able to do this much or no, I'm not sure. But fine. So what is required, where you are going to execute or create table? Do you have MySQL install, guy? Any of you? Any of you having MySQL install in your system? Yes? No? No problem. You can reply me. And what I am going to do, right now in my system, I have MySQL. MySQL can be installed separately in your system. One thing, MySQL also come with a XAMPP, and I have XAMPP. So I'm going to show MySQL from the XAMPP. If you are installing directly MySQL, then you will be getting different editor and maybe not so graphical as the PHP MyAdmin, which come with the XAMPP. Fine. So let's come and see. So how you are going to practice? If you want, you can install XAMPP. You can XAMPP installation. It's very easy. You can download, you can install, and you can use. So how you can use MySQL from the XAMPP or PHP MyAdmin, that I am going to show you. So here I have XAMPP is installed in my system. So we require to start XAMPP to access the PHP MyAdmin. And PHP MyAdmin is nothing but a graphical editor or management tool to work and operate, to connect, communicate with the database. Fine. So this XAMPP I am starting here, and from here admin we can go directly, and XAMPP work on different port, and sometimes depending on the availability of the port we may reconfigure. Otherwise, by default, suppose in your system, suppose you have Java, you have installed Java in MySQL before, XAMPP MySQL is not going to work. Then you try to do some operation from that MySQL only. Fine, guy? So now I'm going to show you. Okay. So here it says, see, here for me it is not working. So why it is not working? I have changed the port. I have changed the port. Now it is going to work. So mine is due to some reason, my system was already using for 8180 port. Okay. So what is this port? Some student may be confusing here. You will understand, for running the any server, to running any web, we require port. System have different port, and those web application work on different port. Sometime on one port multiple work. So you start one at a time. Fine. So this is referred by PHP MyAdmin. So you can understand this is a GUI platform to operate on SQL. Okay, an abstract SQL. So SQL are the syntax. You create something using that. So when it is get created, there should be some platform, there should be some place where we can see. So PHP MyAdmin, or this is a MySQL server. And as it is a server, we can have multiple database. As it is a server, we can have multiple database. That's how you see here multiple database is there. Already I have created batch 3DB. But when so MySQL guy I had kept, how did there? Okay, maybe I created. So anyone, whether I cover, maybe in other batch I given this name. I'm not sending you, so I'm a bit confused here. Anyone can repeat, guy? Whether I had covered before MySQL for you? No, no. Anyone can confirm this? Yes, excuse me. Anyone can confirm? Okay, no, fine. So maybe in other batch I created this database and I name is batch 3, no problem. I am going to delete or I am going to again create. Fine. So this is a platform guy where we can graphically, we can create database, we can operate database, we can view database, we can work on database. Fine. So now I'm going to do first my job here. So many databases already created. It doesn't solve your problem. Your problem, you require to learn how you can create. So here graphically I can create. Graphically I can create demo. So here create database. So is demo is created? Yes. So this is graphically, but if you have MySQL in your system installed separately, you won't get this kind of platform. You get something like command prompt and there you can create database. So here I'm going to create another database from the command prompt. So create database name test abc I given. Create database name test abc. If I click on go, this test abc is got created. The test abc database got created. So whether it got created? Yes. So test ABC data got created. So is anything is there, guy? No. So this became like a house. Okay. Now inside this house, we require to create rooms, separate room. Okay. One will be kitchen, two will be bedroom, and one will be living room. So I am going to create. So that these things refer tables. We required where now we can store data. No table found in the database. So no data can be stored here. So now I am going to create one table. Fine. So what is the syntax to create table? So table name. So A STD info, Karnataka student info. This is the table I am going to make. So what are the field guy? First UID will be a student UID, identity number or whatever say, or USN we can give. USN number. USN number. So this I am going to make varchar. So that's why it was referring guy varchar is a data tag. In this world whatever data is there, that can be categorized into different type. So something number, a student number will be number integer. USN number will be unique by year and keeping some number and college some code all. So it is going to be varchar, variable character, and we required to give it size. So I think under 30 everything can be done. So then yes name, a student name. So this is also going to be varchar 50 I will be providing. Next yes contact. Yes contact. This also use varchar and its size we will be giving 20. Fine. So branch will be giving. This is also going to be varchar 50. Varchar 50. Fine. Then city will be giving college varchar varchar 50. Fine. Next year will be there. Admission year. So this is going to be date, time, leave it, data type not able to find. Fine. So many field is getting guy. So another field is there. REG, same thing, registration date. Time stamp or some data type is there, time. I'm going to conclude here. So this table I'm going to create, guy. This table I'm going to create here. Now will terminate by semicolon. Okay. This is going to be created. This is going to be created. Fine. This is going to be terminate created here. This is going to be created here. Fine. So now this database, I got one table. So we required to insert record. Here no record is there. Here no record is there. So how we can insert? Let first we create insert graphically. Fine, one thing. Before that, I not created primary key. So from here you can see the structure. This USN number I'm going to create primary. Fine. This is primary. So few more thing. This yes number null is there. Yes. Null, yes. Yes, let it be null. So yes, contact. Anything can be null. If you want to change, we can create not null also. We can create not null. So here null is there. Okay, current timestamp was a database. Fine. Current timestamp was a database. I will create one column from here only. Not null, they're not given. And okay, save this. So from here, I'm going to add one more column. We can add a column after college go. So after college, I'm going to use REG date, registration date. It is going to be timestamp, current timestamp. It is going to be, its type is going to be current time, yeah, timestamp. It's going to be timestamp. Length is not required. Here current timestamp we will give. So what it will make, default will be current timestamp, means it will take the date from the system. The day it is getting enter, it will come here. Fine. So now one more column came, guy. One more column came here. One more column came. Now we will insert one value. So let insert one value. So here we can create some USN number, this. So now name. So Ajay is there. That also Ajay is there. See, Ajay is there. How you are telling? I am not known. I'm not writing in the group and I'm forgetting. Fine. Yes, contact is there. Branch is there. 1, 2, 3. And branch should be computer, CS. I given college name. Anyone college name? Which college you are, guy? So Ajay is from which college? Current time stamp. So one more student. So Ajay can tell Ajay is from which college? JVIT. So I will write that only, JVIT. Okay, so here JVIT, here time we don't require to give, or if required, then today will be there, hour, minute, fine, nothing I'm going to give. We'll see whether data is going or no. So this we got guy, this we got one insert query. So first I'm going already, I think one data gone there. So one data came here. In registration date, I not selected anything. Registration date, I not selected anything, but it taken from the system, and that's why we given the current timestamp. Okay. If you are choosing by default current timestamp, then it will take while inserting, it will take the value. Fine. So USN number is this. Now, if you want to do some manually, you can do some manually. Now we have here query insert into K student. So these are the column and these are the value. USN number I am giving 33 and Ajay in place of Ajay, Anisa is there. So Anisa is present. So I am like changing here ANISHN. Mobile number, let it be mobile number, let it be branch, let it be college, maybe vary. So which is the college of Anisa? Anyone? Same college or different college? So if no information, let it be same college. So this information we can store guy. So this ASC. Okay. So let's change. It's not valid information. This is just dummy. So go, click on go. This information is going to be stored. Now I have two students. So what we created guy as of now? What we created as of now? We created how to create table, how to insert record. Fine. So this is one job. So by this way we can insert all the records. Some student asked, sir, so this is the way to insert the record in the database. Yes, but no of the developer, no of the user will be getting the access of the database. Be required to develop some application program front end from where user can log in and enter the database. If you will give the database to the user, user is going to delete your all the data. User is going to delete your all the data. Fine. So suppose this data like that entering one day it become 1 lakh data. Then how you can filter, how you can find. So let insert one more record guy. Few records should be there, then I can apply some operation here. So third student who is there, here in chat I got some student name. So Manoj yes in ASC I will put. Manoj yes in ASC. So USN number, here I am giving 4 and here Manoj is there. So mobile number, just change something CS. So here I can make IS, Information Science, and college is ASC. College is ASC. Fine. Current timestamp. Go. So 3 information is there. If I click table, I can see here. So what is other way? Now I go here a structure. A structure we cannot change anything. It is okay. Fine. I come to the SQL. I come to SQL. Now what I can do? Select a star from this. So what is this query guy? This is known as, this is a select query. This will return record from the table. Fine. So now I will execute. Clear? So this is returning all the result. So whether we required always to return all the record? No. That we required to learn how we can apply filter in SQL. So this all study is going to be under SQL, this is a structured query language. How you can query your database, that is we are going to study. So I write guy here where yes name is equal to semicolon Ajay. Okay. I want to see out of 1 lakh record, some student came want to see result, fees or anything, and his name is Ajay. So immediately I can write this query. Fine. So whether see this query is working or not working. So when it can work, when it cannot work, many case may be there. See here, any string, any character, any varchar data you require to put in single quotes. Then only it is going to work. Fine. Then only it is going to work. So Ajay, now we got this Ajay, 1 record we got. Though we have 3 record, so I am able to filter based on name. I am able to filter based on name. Now someone want based on branch. So where I write column name. So column name is branch. Branch is equal to single quotes CS capital. You just write, terminate this by semicolon, execute this. So two students are there in CS branch. Two students are there in CS branch. We are able to filter. So you can understand how much this query writing is important. Out of 1 lakh, easily we can find of all the students from any college or all the students from any city or all the students of CS or EC or any branch easily. Fine. So we require to understand this thing. Fine, guy. Here see batch 3 database is there. Batch 3 database is there. This batch 3 database is there. So interns. So here Ajay, Ramesh, Bhupesh, Ganesh. These data are there. Ajay, Ramesh, Bhupesh, Ganesh. Fine. Now I want to drop this database. So how I can drop this database? So for that also drop. And what is the meaning of drop? Drop is a kind of delete. So drop and delete is difference. You can delete the record. You can delete the record. Okay, in database you require to drop. When you create database, some structure, some structure are getting created in the main file, master files. So that also have to go along with all the data. So how we can drop? See, command is there. Drop database, database name. So what is the database name, guy? Batch 3 underscore DB. Batch 3 underscore DB we want to drop. It will get drop. Fine, I will not drop, guy. Or I will drop later. Fine. I want to show. Now this database. See, one student created database and want to help to other student. How you can give? You are doing project, you are migrating your database from one system to other. How you can do? You require to get this data out of this system. So how you are going to get? Fine. So this what you can do? This you can export. Here export option is there. So what is the meaning? It is sending to a folder. Its file will go to a folder. You can copy and you can move to some other system. So what name it is going to create it? Same name. What is the database name? You click on go. This database got downloaded. This database got downloaded in my download folder. Fine. Let open this guy. Let open this. So now I open this. So what came here exactly I want to see. These are the information. This is a MariaDB. How you can directly see about this. So www.phpmyadmin.net. Fine. So here some feature is there. Set SQL mode, no auto value on 0. A start transaction, set time zone. So time zone, these are comment. If you want, you can remove. And here table came here. Interns info, interns info, and this is there. So USN number not null, so yes name varchar default null. So if you want to redo this, we can redo this one. Fine. If we want to redo, we can redo. So here you see that registration date not null, default current timestamp. Default is current timestamp. Fine. So here in this all insert a statement came. So if you go and run interns info, here primary key is there. This all thing is there. If you want, you can take this, and you can insert somewhere. So I want to insert this, run this SQL. I want to run this SQL on the same platform, in the same database. So this is batch 3. And now today we are doing test ABC. So here SQL is there. So K student info is there. And here if I put this, so what is going to happen? So this is going to create another table inside that database. So interns info will be there, and that was KSTD info. Here some different value is there. Fine. These value are also going to be inserted inside that table, and primary key is going to be created. So let's do guy. Just I'm clicking on go. These all value, these are going to come here. So here see now two tables are there. Fine. So now whatever it was there in batch 3 DB, it is gone to that one. Fine. So now what I can do, I can drop that one. Now I can drop that one. So how to drop? Let's run the drop command here. Drop command, if you are running, no, you shouldn't be inside this database. You click on the PHP myadmin. So focus will be somewhere, will be not in a particular database. I'm going to write drop command, drop database, drop database name, batch 3 underscore DB. Terminate by semicolon and execute this. So batch 3 DB is gone, guys. Batch 3 DB is gone. Fine. Now you want to create. Again create batch 3 underscore DB. Again we are creating. Fine. So just create. Now you have batch 3. So a no table is there. How we can do? We can import. If we have file, we can import. So now I'm going to import. I will click here, choose here. So we'll go to the download. This batch DB SQL is there. I choose this and I'm just clicking on go. It is getting imported. Fine. So many kind of operations can be done and you should be slowly familiar, okay, to handle it well. And to get this much information, how much I talk, it may take you month to find exactly how you can do export, import, create database, and how to apply the filter. So now I will come to my PowerPoint. I shown you some of the practical thing how you can do with PHP MyAdmin, which provide a graphical user interface to work with the MySQL database. So foreign key I not created, guy. The primary key can be referred. Primary key can be referred in another table. Primary key can be referred in another table. That column itself can be referred. So that column have to be present in another table and that can become a foreign key. So that is also benefit. If one column is primary in one table, it can be referred in second and that can become a foreign key. And that's how these two table will be linked. Okay. And then third table, some column of second table can be linked there. Fourth table, third column, some can be referred in the fourth. And all table is going to be related. If you know some information in one table, you can find record from all the tables. Some student ask, sir, we can go and see here now. See, this is the different thing here you are able to see. many command prompt working database are there where you cannot go and browse all the table like this. Fine. So all the table data can be retrieved, can be linked using one relation if we have, if those table are related. So that is only RDBMS guy, relational database management system, in which all element entity are linked to each other. Okay, are referenced. Fine. Okay, SQL fundamentals. So data type, we created some data type. Int I not created. Suppose anything is just a number, then you can do int. Okay, numeric, decimal, float, real, all are there. Text, date, time, binary. Create table, define the structure. Create table exactly is defining the table structure inside the database. Create table, create table here, create table. Okay. Create table already we did. Alter table also. We did alter also. We added one new column there. So we can alter many things. Sometimes we realize that its size should be more. We can alter the size. We can alter, add the new column. So that is a also alteration. Fine. So drop table also. Database itself be dropped. So table also we can drop. Table we can drop means table will go with a structure, but delete table if you do it will go only data from this. So constraint are used to enforce valid data in a column. Constraint are used to enforce valid data. So null you seen and not null also you seen. While creating you know that a student name cannot be null. So while creating table itself, we define as not null. Fine. So also we apply check condition. Value is check against constraint or other. So some check will be there. USN number check will be there that it should be not more than 12 digit. Fine. Primary key is there. Also we can create unique key. So unique will also make it unique, but it will take one null also and it cannot be referenced in other table. But if it is primary, it is not going to take null and it is going to be unique and it can be referenced to other table. So foreign key already specified. Index like a virtual table with pointers to physical table. In general, row are unsorted. Generally, you are inserting record in the database, so many record you can insert. It will be not sorted. Sorted means in some order. Index are sorted on the index value. Fine, index are created on a single column or combination of column. If you create primary, so primary, that column is going to create indexed. Index is going to work based on the primary. Insert data, how to add new row to table, already we seen. So update we not seen guy. Some of the column we can update. Suppose some student is claiming that Ajay, that my full name is not this sir, please update. So we can separately, in place of deleting and reinserting value, what we can do, we can update some column. Fine. Delete. So delete, remove row from a table. Delete, remove row from a table. Transaction, sometime transaction. Guy, you see, sometime big transactions are there. It's updating 100 of the employee basic salary is getting updated. And that will be also in a loop. So here it may stop anytime for some reason, error may come. Then what will happen? Someone's salary will updated and someone's salary will not updated, and who know what was his previous salary and how we can roll back. It is a big question. So if big transaction, continuous transaction updation is required, so there is a mode that first we start transaction and we if any error come, roll back, and once it is done, we commit. So this is some feature of the database we do for the large operations. large update. Fine. So commit is making it permanent in the database. So when you are starting a transaction, then you are starting to update the column or the row, and then you require to commit in the last. Once it is done, if any error come, immediately you roll back. So it is going to roll back. So that is the benefit. So help us to avoid a lot of mistakes. Fine. Insert into, so these are the value, select list, different kind of queries there. So single table select a statement, we can join also. We can join from employee, where employee ID, we can based on some particular value we can do. Fine. Based on some particular value we can do. That is also another thing, guy. Fine. Hmm. Order by clause is there. Also, you require to understand order by clause. So, what is order by clause, guy? What is order by clause? Order by clause is to uh, display the record in some order. Someone want that all the records should come in the order wise of the name, alphabetically ascending. So name will, all the member list will come with the in alphabetically order by name, starting from A, and then it will go to Z. Sometimes we want order by date, so date wise it should come. Sometimes we want order by salary, so order wise clause also keep a lot of importance, right? When see, these all importance are not for the 10 records. 10 records at a time we can see all the 10, but when it become 30,000, 10,000, you can understand the value of this order wise and the other filter things. Fine. So null is not same as blank, and null is not same as zero. Null is not the same as text null. Null is not equal to any value. Null is not different. So this is all about null. SQL Server null sorts as lowest value. So distinct also word is there. Sometime repetition will be there of something. So that time you want unique record should come, then you can use distinct value. Fine. So time is up, guy. Now I am going to close today. Immediately I will send this, and still I am wondering whether duplicacy of class happened. So Python, can you confirm whether I taken one class of Python? Anyone? No. So last class was JavaScript only. Can you confirm? So right now only I'm going to write, and here more thing is there. You can go through. I'm going to send this so that you can revise. Fine. So tomorrow class is going to be, Python. That is 100% sure. Python I'm going to start. Fine. Any question, guy, as of now? Anyone having difficulty? Anyone having difficulty, let me know. Anyone having difficulty, let me know, please. Anyone having difficulty, let me know. Okay.